Hey everyone, my name is the Toasty Cowboy, and today I've got some strange tips that you may or may not do. This is meant for those intermediate hunt players who know the general flow of the game, but want a little something more to help them push over the edge. These aren't straight tips, but things to think about during and before journeys into the bayou. Tip number one, know the battlefield. Pay attention to what is going on at the compound and use your surroundings at all times. Using the AI as audio alarms is essential, as well as approximating where is a dead zone versus the safe zone. If you've played Dead by Daylight, you'll understand what these are by dead zones. If you don't, a dead zone is basically just don't go there at all. Just hands off. If possible, it is important you are able to create mental images of the battlefield as if it were a chessboard. Where are you located? Where are the enemies located? Where are audio traps? Where are potential third parties coming from? Knowing the battlefield and compounds can easily create an ebb and flow of knowing where is safe and where is dangerous. Using teammates as bait or as audio traps are big brain moves that will coerce enemies into doing something you want them to do. A random teammate is running through water doubles when attacking their compound. There's a high chance that some defending team will stick their head out to see what's going on. Use this opportunity to snipe them or push in the compound. Tip number two is no AI game logic. Audio traps such as crows, horses, chicken, and dog kennels. These audio traps have a buffering period. You can't see the air quotations, but buffering period, where they will constantly and slowly get louder as they're getting likelier to get set off. A wrong branch or the bush moving may be the tipping point for these things to go set off. They're all different. These are all different for each trap and may be covered in a future video. Conversely, it is also important to understand how zombie AI works. All AI makes noise when aggroed. These are different for each creature, but generally will go up off a large screen and run incessantly towards a player. AI is also pretty smart. When a player is idling in a house or bushes making a lot of subtle noises like leaves shuffling, floors cracking, or branches creaking, these will generally bring AI to the location of the player. Putting the pieces together, we can approximate where a player is by the direction of AI moving and the respective movement indicators. Tip number three, experiment with off-meta strats. No, seriously, experiment. We all know Dolch is broken, Mosins are the most popular long ammo, Sparks is strong, blah blah blah. Guns don't matter, that's not what I'm talking about. Experiment with objects like decoys, blank fires, flares, poison, alarm traps. These will force you to have a different viewpoint and tactical perspective when attacking and defending a compound. Hunt Showdown is as much a competitive FPS as it is a strategy game, and utilizing the environment to your success will prove more wins. Decoys are especially useful if there are dog kennels, wandering AI, or water devils. The decoy itself is pretty quiet. It can cause quite a commotion to experienced hunt players. The sound of AI suddenly becoming more angry may promote a camper to peek his head out of a window. The sound of water devils thrashing makes an experienced player moist, as it is a free kill. But what they don't know is that you're one step ahead. All of these noises are just a piece for your puzzle. Tip number four, solo with random trios. This is my favorite game mode and style of play. Being able to play with little to no repercussions, as well as being able to quickly and relatively safely execute macro plays, is amazing for large-scale shootouts. The chances of getting third party are lower, allowing for more tactical flanks and greedier positioning. It promotes the extreme spectrums of hunt, where aim and positioning are just as important as being synced with your duo partner. This game mode basically makes it a 1v3, because let's be real, your two teammates aren't as good as you are, where you need to make the correct decision. Hunt really promotes a learn the hard way mentality, and this will certainly be the hard way. Being forced to win a large-scale shootout will help in those smaller 1v2s or 2v2 encounter later on, because of your familiarity with taking on 3. However, macro plays and duos are riskier to execute because of the additional amount of teams on the battlefield. Tip number 5. Use the Springfield or Sparks. No, seriously. The amount of players I see use a Winfield and constantly lay down a barrage of bullets at range are beyond me. All you're doing is 20 damage, give or take, and giving your position away. Even on occasion, I find myself repeaking the same corner or angle often because the fire rate on the Winfield is so nice. Using the Sparks or Springfields are cheap weapons that will force you to move after taking each shot. Each shot with the Springfield or Sparks needs to be calculated. The movement after firing needs to be deliberate. Every action, every shot, every action afterwards, the chances of survival are all on you and your ability to play tactically or click heads. You can't bank on levering or having a massive amount of bullets shooting down range when you just have one. Fanning excluded. If the one bullet hits, you can quickly swap to your secondary and likely finish off the opposition. The quick swap style is a bonus, but not the point. Don't repeat the same angle. Don't repeat the same corner. It is vital to switch up positions after shooting because, my experience, rarely will a team know where exactly you are based on a single shot. It's the repeat shots that give away positions. The hit and run tactic allows you to almost always keep the element of surprise. Bonus tip number 6. Use aim labs, play CSGO, or take a break. Each of these 3 will improve your gameplay and hunt to varying degrees. CSGO will hone in on the necessity of headshots and first shot accuracy. Aim labs helps train muscle memory to execute flicks and movement, and most importantly, take a break. If you aren't enjoying the game, don't play it. It becomes an unfulfilling grind. Now these are my strange tips for Hunt Showdown. If you thought some of them were useful, or if you have something else that you want to share, or if you just wanted me to talk about something else, leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm eager to make another one. Have a nice day.